Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 7, entitled as Jnana Vijnana Yoga, Sloka 16. Catur-vidhā bhajante mam, janāḥ su-kṛtino rjuna, ārto jijñāsur arthārthī, jñānī ca bharatarṣabha. In the previous 15 sloka, we learned about 4 classes of people who are called dushkritis, miscreants, who do not surrender to God, Krishna. They were Mudha, Naradhama, Mayaya aparahrita jñānāḥ, āsuram bhavam āsvitāḥ. That is, those who did not have any understanding about God, never studied Vedas or any other scriptures. The second one is person who have no clear knowledge, but they have some understanding by some itihasas or puranas. And the third one, these people possesses the knowledge, but somehow they got influenced by wrong ideas, and therefore they don't surrender. And the fourth one, person who have complete knowledge about God, but they're envious, they hate God. They want to become God, in other sense. So these are the 4 classes of people that we saw who do not surrender unto Krishna. All these 4 are called dushkritis, miscreants or ignorant people. Now, the question is, if that is the case, it seems to be the world is pretty much populated with these 4 classes of people. Does it mean that there's no one else who take refuge in you, Krishna? No one surrenders unto you? Just to answer that, in this sloka, 16 sloka, Krishna says, no, there are 4 classes of people, like how 4 classes of people who do not surrender. Likewise, there are 4 classes of people who are classified under su-kṛtino, pious people. Because of their pious deeds, they surrender unto me. And each one is greater than the previous one. Like how in the previous sloka we saw, each one is much severe sinners than the previous one. Likewise here, each one is greater by their pious deeds than the previous one. So the question is, why did the previous one did not surrender and why did these people surrender? The previous one do not surrender because of their previous papa karma, sinful activities, sinful deeds. And if they are surrendering, it is because, that means if these 4 classes of people who we are going to see are surrendering, it's because of their previous punya karma, virtuous, pious deeds. Now, when we say this, there may be a doubt. The doubt is, therefore, me performing bhakti, me surrendering to God, me going to temple, me chanting the holy name, it's all fully based upon my previous punya or papa. I can only be a devotee if I have good karmas. I can only surrender to God if I have good karmas. I can only chant the name of the God if I have good karma. I can only listen to these Bhagavad Gitas only if I have done good karmas. Therefore, I have no control of it. because of my karma which is driving me, I have no choice to make in my life. But that's not the answer. The answer is everyone is given choice, free will. Yes, karma plays a major role, but at the same time, one has been given free will to choose things. So that free will, little bit free will that we have been given is not taken away. So we cannot blame everything is because of my previous karma. If that is the case, then there's no point we all hearing to Bhagavad Gita every day. Because anyway everything is going to happen because of my karma. Why even I have to hear to Bhagavad Gita? Because I'm not going to change anyway. It's a karma which is going to drive me. And why even Krishna have to speak Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna? If it is Arjuna's karma, that is what he needs to do, then why Krishna have to advise him? So that's not the way that we should understand these things. So how do we understand this? There's two things called pravritti and nivritti. If someone wants to be in the path of pravritti, then one has to be depending on their own punya and papa karma. Based on that, one grows in this path, in the path towards Krishna. But if one takes a nivritti path, that is not depending on their credits from the previous lives, but accepting their inability to earn any credits, good credits, accepting the inability to not able to overcome the negative forces. When such person surrenders or takes shelter, refuge in Krishna, then Krishna will not see any of their qualification, credits. He doesn't run a credit report. Rather, he simply accepts that person. That is the answer, which means we from our side should know which path we want to take. Either we depend on our own punya karma or we depend on Krishna. That choice is ours because we have been given that free will. catur-vidhā bhajante māṁ janāḥ su-kṛtino rjuna ārto jijñāsur arthārthī jñānī ca bharatarṣabha. Namaste. Hare Krishna.